Exactly. That's better. Yeah?
Give me a headache. 10 out of 10.
Just having a cup of tea, folks, and a cup of coffee, eh?
It's better than a coffee.
You have a coffee, I'll have a cup of tea. Well, folks, today is roast dinner day. We're going to do a roast dinner. We're using 2 things to cook. We're going to be using the air fryer, and we're going to be using, is it 3 things?
Oh, yeah.
What's the 3rd thing?
Stove for the veg.
We're going to be using our air fryer, we're going to be using the slow cooker to cook the meat in, and we're going to be using our little mini camping cooker stove for cooking the veg on, boiled veg. You could even roast the veg if you wanted, Sharon.
Yes.
But we're not going to.
No.
Right, folks, so here we go. What are we cooking today then? You've got this lump of pork here, haven't you?
Mine.
Oh, I didn't know there was juice on the plate, baby, did I?
Well, it's fresh, isn't it? So there will be. So
we've got a lovely lump of pork here, folks, and let's have a closer look at it. This is a fresh bit of pork we've got from the supermarket, and it comes with the skin on, and we are going to do crackling with that, baby, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we're not doing the crackling, as you know, in our slow cooker. That won't create that. Once it's cooked in the slow cooker, the reason for cooking it in the slow cooker, baby, is...
I love my pork very, very tender.
Very, very tender, and it falls apart in the slow cooker.
Yeah.
You can cook it in the air fryer, but we just love the way it falls apart. But we will take the crust off, or the skin rather, and we will show you how we do that in the air fryer afterwards, baby. So what are you going to do now?
Just literally put some salt on the top.
Right, so you're going to get the old salt rubbed into it. Now we've got Himalayan sea salt here, folks. And all Sharon's doing is just going to sprinkle it over the top. This has actually been sliced as well.
Scored. Scored,
rather, yeah. If you can see there, you've got the score lines in it as well. So Sharon just rubs that into the actual skin. And put plenty on, folks. It will fall off. This is our slow cooker, folks. And it's got a couple of settings on it. She's just going to whack it round to low setting.
Lovely old slow cooker.
As you can see, it's an old one. It's been well used. We don't know the wattage on it. I
don't put no water in. Some people do. I let it cook on its own in its own juices.
So that'll go in there on its own for how long?
About 4 to 5 hours, that sort of size. So you could put it on high and it'd be done quicker, but we're in no rush, so we have it on slow.
Slow and low. Low and slow, baby.
Yeah.
4 to 5 hours in there. That's it, job done. That gets pushed to the back there and left now. Right, so while that pork's in the oven, folks, we just got the other stuff out. Now, normally, we would use fresh veg. We normally go down our greengrocer's local village one and we get our fresh veg. But you said we already had this in the freezer. So what we got here is a bag of gourmet mixed veg there, which we're going to try. We've also got some Brussels sprouts. We do love a Brussels sprout. And we've got some large potatoes there, which is going to cut up into segments for roast potatoes. We also have paxo as well. Technically speaking, this is only for chicken, baby, isn't it?
Yeah, but we like a bit of stuff.
Yeah, we like, eh? You're doing it again, aren't you? You're doing it again. You like stuffing, that's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, you're wrong there. Because if you have a hog roast, you have stuffing.
You do like stuffing though, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And also, we will be later on Yorkshire puddings. So I'm going to give this a go for the first time in the air fryer for me. This will be today.
Yep, so you're going to see us attempt our Yorkshire pudding in the air fryer for the first time. It's as simple as that. So we'll leave this to a bit later on. We'll wait till the meat cooks a bit more. You'll see us take the crackling off of that. Well, it won't be crackling, it's just the skin in that time. Put it in the air fryer and then we'll crackle that up and prepare all this lot together. So let's go and sit down, put our feet up and watch a bit of telly, baby. Oh no, we don't watch telly, let's watch YouTube. Go and watch Butler's Empire channel. So here's the bag of veg, folks. Look, country vegetable mix. You've got your peas in there, you've got broccoli, carrots, and also cauliflower. We've also got some sprouts there, as you can see, and we've got 3 large potatoes there. What did you say about the veg, baby?
It's actually cheaper now to buy it frozen, and I must say, the flavour is there.
Yeah, so we're going to give that a go. Normally we'd go down there, local greengrocers, but as we had this in the freezer, we're giving that a go.
And what you don't use, you refreeze. Sometimes I've put part of a broccoli in the fridge and I've forgotten about it and I end up chucking it away. So this way, you're buying it and you're using it all.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be fresh when they're frozen, aren't they?
Yeah, and it is full of flavour.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a go, baby. That's all we can do.
Yep.
Right, folks, it's now 4 hours later. We'll have a quick look at the pork. So now the meat's basically cooked. Sharon's going to prepare some of the other stuff. So let's have a quick look at the meat. Right, so this is, as you know, folks, it's been on low. Oh, mine at steam. Now, as you can probably see there, that pork is well cooked there, but as you can see, look, soft. Absolutely soft, so you've got no crackling there whatsoever. But we'll be dealing with that in a minute. I thought I'd just show you that. So that meat's already cooked there. What we're going to be doing next, baby?
Yorkshire pudding mix, because I like to let that rest.
Right, now what are you doing? You're making this Yorkshire pudding, because you can buy Yorkshire puddings, can't you?
Yeah.
So how do we do this then, baby?
Measurement of the egg, all equal measurements to the egg.
Right, so 1 egg in a jar. This is a simple way of doing it, folks. Get another container, exactly the same container as what you've got the egg in. And basically what she's looking for is to get the flour level with the egg. So they're both the same, folks. Both the same level there, along with there. Right, okay, baby, what's next?
That goes in there.
Into your jug.
I'm going to add some milk.
How much milk are you putting in? Don't tell me. The same level as the egg. How about that, folks? Keep it nice and easy. So if you've got a large egg, you'd be obviously going up to wherever the egg comes up.
2 eggs, 3 eggs, but it's all got to be equal.
So yeah, if you were making a larger batter, you'd go by the eggs, put the eggs in, say up to there, 2 or 3 eggs. You'd have the milk up to there and also the flour up to there as well.
Pinch of salt.
Right, okay. And then literally pour everything into a bowl. And we like these old balloon whisks, folks. We find they do a better job at mixing up than a fork. So get yourself a balloon whisk if you haven't got one. And just beat away, baby.
Oh, remember, plain flour for Yorkshire puddings.
Plain flour, not self-raising?
No. Yeah, plain flour. I know, it's weird.
Didn't know that. Right, folks, so them potatoes you saw earlier on, all she's done is peeled and cut them up into chunks.
Dry them off.
Little potatoes, little roasters they're going to be. Just dry them off. We're going to just put them into a bowl. And we're going to put our oil and seasoning, whatever seasoning you want to use for them. Oh, someone told me about a little trick. They said with the Oxo cube, you open the folds out. Now, I don't know whether this works or not, folks, but we'll go with it. They just said open the folds out, like that. I can't see this being a thing, to be honest with you, but someone said this is the way you're supposed to do it. And then, I think they said you crush it in the packet still, right? So look, just crush it in the packet, like that, and it turns into a powder. Then what you've got basically is a little pouch. Look, yeah, with the Oxo cube, and all you do then is you rip the corner off or something like that, and then you sprinkle that onto whatever you're savourying up.
Oh God, stop.
And I suppose it does work, really, doesn't it? Look, it's like a little package, folks. Look, I wouldn't have thought of that. I've never ever done an Oxo cube like that before. Just look. Just sprinkle it on. Is that enough or more?
No, I just put the rest of that in the gravy.
Oh, okay, so we'll keep that. So there you go, folks. I've not got my hands dirty. We've still got our little packet which we can add to something else. I've not ripped it to pieces. And I'm sure, Sharon, I don't know whether I'm right or not, that the newer ones, don't they crumble a lot easier than what they used to do decades ago?
I don't know.
I thought they was a little bit more sort of a, what's the word? Moist. Years ago.
Right, I'm going to put some salt in now. It's lowering the tone of it again.
Anyway, so let's have a little closer look at these. These are going to be lovely and savoury, folks. So they're looking really savoury, folks, and we like to just finish off with plenty of black pepper on them as well. And she'll give them a stir around again, just to make sure it's not just the top ones that are coated. Look at them, folks, look! Lovely savoury spuds, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Right, so they're all coated in oil, Oxo, and also coated in the pepper and salt as well. And literally, all we're going to do is take our air fryer container. We've taken the crisping tray out, folks. Tip them all in, and the excess oil. Look at that. Whack your drawer in. And what are you putting these on for?
Air fry.
Don't you finish them off with crisping at maximum crisp or something?
Yeah. Air fry.
Right.
200. We're going to go for 25 minutes.
Right, so we're taking it out for 25 minutes, folks.
Shaking every now and again.
Yep. And there we go. So that's that set off. Right, and in our second tray, folks, Sharon's already made up the stuffing. All that is like your Paxo stuff. She's made stuffing balls. Just read the packet if you want to know how to make that, folks.
We just add boiling water.
Just add boiling water to it, that's all you do. Sometimes a little bit of butter, Sharon.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, well, you can do. And all they're doing is going in the other side of the air fryer. And they're going on for...
We'll do them at 200 and we'll give them 10 minutes.
Right, only 10 minutes, folks.
And then they will go...
On the air fry setting.
Yeah. And then they're going to go in the oven to keep warm And then after that, we'll put something else in there.
What?
Crackling, it could be the crackling actually.
So over here, folks, as you know, we don't cook on our large range anymore. We use a little camp cookers. And we've got all the veg in there. Just keep the lid on that, that keeps that warm, and that's just ticking over nice and low there. Right, so as you've seen probably previous, folks, we've got these little ramekins. We've never tried this before, so a bit of an experiment. We're going to try and do the Yorkshire puddings in there. And all Sharon's going to do is literally put a drop of oil into each one. Like that. So all she's doing there is literally just coating the walls by tipping them up and just spinning it around like that. And when one of these compartments become free, these are going to go in the air fryer to warm up, and then we'll pour that batter which you made earlier on into them. Right, folks, it's 10 minutes later now, and as you can see, them stuffing balls have actually browned off a treat there. So Sharon's just going to take them out now, and all we're going to do is going to put these into our main oven. And as I've said before, we only use our main oven now as a warming oven. And all we do is we set our main oven down to 80 degrees centigrade, and all the food that gets cooked previously gets just put in the warming oven. By keeping it down to 80, you're hardly using any energy, so that's all we use that big oven for now. Right, so back to our joint of pork here. So what Sharon's going to do now, this is already cooked, folks, as I said to you. So Sharon's going to get this out now. Oh yeah, look at that. And what we're going to do is cut that rind off, or the skin, because no way is that going to crisp up in a slow cooker, folks. So that's what we want our air fryer for. So Sharon's just going to take off this string that's going around it. And as you can see, folks, that meat is literally, look, falling apart. And as it's been also cooking in its own juices there, it won't dry out by doing it that way. And all she's doing now is literally cutting just through the fat and just getting that crackling off, or what's going to be crackling. And it is a bit floppy, folks. And all she'll do now is just sprinkle on some more of that Himalayan sea salt there, folks. Put plenty on. Don't be frightened of it. That's where the flavour is. Make sure you go right to the edges. And this crackling will be absolutely fantastic. So out comes our tray from our air fryer. It is a bit floppy, folks.
A bit hot and all.
Of course it is. So just drop it in there, folks. We're on the crisping tray, don't forget. And how long's that going on for?
Maximum crisp.
Maximum crisp, folks. That's 240 degrees centigrade. But you will be checking that, won't you?
Check it all the time.
Yep. So she's put it on for 15 minutes, but that'll probably be done well before that. And as you can see, the potatoes are crisping up nicely now, so she'll just give them a little shake, put them back in, and now we're getting there, baby. And what are you going to do with the meat now?
I'm going to cut it up, put it to one side, and I'm going to add some of this meat juices to my gravy.
Absolutely fantastic.
When the potatoes are done, then I'll put the Yorkshire puddings in.
Oh, look, can you see how that falls apart, folks? Look, and she's cutting out of our brand new knife we got from one of our subscribers. Doesn't it cut well, baby? Can I have a little pinch of that? Oh, you've always got to have a bit of... Oh, folks. I nick a bit every dinner time when we're doing the Sunday roast. Oh, look at that. Look, folks, look, it's happening, look.
So it's going to be done quicker than what I thought.
It's going crackly already. Roasting up nicely, folks, look.
If you remember, I've not parboiled these or nothing.
No. You'll hear a lot of people say, oh, you've got to parboil them first. But you can do. If you do parboil them first and you shake them up a bit in the colander or whatever, Sharon, they go all fluffy. Some people like fluffy potatoes. Sharon likes them crisp and hard, don't you, Sharon?
Yeah, fluffy centres.
Right, another few minutes later, folks, and have a look at this, look. Now that's what you call crackling. How long did it take in total, baby?
The time I set it was 10 minutes, wasn't it? Was it?
No, you set it for 15.
Did I 15? I can't remember.
Look at that. Oh, I could eat that now, folks. That is really crispy. Look at the base of that as well, folks, look. Absolutely fantastic, and we'll all be fighting over that later. Right, so we're just going to get our ramekins now, folks. Now, normally, as I said to you, this is something we haven't tried before, but we're trying it with these little ramekins. You could have little single ones, Sharon, couldn't they? Just like us, if you want.
Well, whatever, isn't it? Whatever they're cooking for.
Yeah, or you can even have the ready-made ones. I suppose you can just reheat them, can't you? But these are homemade, as you well know. Maximum crisp.
4 minutes to warm the oil up to put the mix in.
Right.
And that's the potatoes. I
Look
have
at them.
just put them on maximum crisp now.
So basically all the work's been done. Oh, you can tell they're done. Look at them, folks.
I'm going to leave them on the side for when the Yorkshire gets stuck them back in there to warm up. So everything's done. I've got in here my old stuffing jug, and I've got the meat juices in there, and I'm going to add some gravy and some water.
That's the meat juices that was in there, folks.
While all the rest has been getting done, I've done most of the washing up.
Happy days. Right, these ramekins now just about to come out. That oil should be hot and the ramekins are hot. They've got to be hot when you do this, folks. And all she's going to do is just tip them, that batter we made earlier on, into them ramekins. Can you see it bubbling up, folks? That's exactly what you want.
Well, you haven't got enough for 4 ramekins, people.
Well, it'll only do 3 ramekins, so someone's going without, baby.
Frank.
Right, so here we go. And now what are you putting these on for?
Go on air fry now.
Yep.
200. And we're going for 20 minutes.
Right, but they might not take that, won't they?
No.
Because we've never done them in here before, have we?
No.
Right, so we're going to get our veg off now, folks, that's been bubbling away there, because we're going to use the cooking water that the veg has been cooking in, because that's full of vitamins. And that's how we make our gravy, with the gravy mix in that. So all we do, we get our jug, we put some of that old Bisto gravy mix in there, and that's the gravy liquor, folks. Look, we're going to use that, pour it in. Rather than boil a kettle up, we use that existing hot water with all them extra vitamins in, and that will make the gravy. So we've got extra flavour in there through the meat juices as well, and also the leftover stuffing that was in there. That's what she mixed up the stuffing balls with. And that's how we make our gravy.
All the flavours.
The veg can sit there and that can be drained finally in a minute. Everything's coming together now. We're literally just waiting for the Yorkshire puddings now. So before, folks, we used to have this big thing with 2 or 3 or 4 rings going at the same time, all doing different things. One cooking the gravy, one cooking the vegetables. Then we used to have the, well, 2, sometimes you'd have 2 pans of veg shower, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
One doing the potatoes first of all, the sort of parboil them or whatever, but you don't need to do that with the air fryer. And all we've got on is just literally the oven, the bottom oven now, just acting as a warming oven that's only been on for about 20 minutes at 80 degrees centigrade, just keeping all the other food warm. That's the way to save energy, folks. Right, folks, well, as you can see, they didn't take nowhere near the time we put them in. I'm just going to turn it off because they are actually done. Look at them, look. Look at them little beauties, look. Oh, look.
Is that coming out that big?
Yeah.
Big.
Look at that, baby. Plonk that on there. Oh, they're fantastic, folks. We was a bit worried about lifting the ramekins out, you see, but as you can see, they've come out a treat. Third one. There we go there. Oh, they're lovely, folks. I'm going to leave them in there for the moment, folks, because they're red hot, they're metal ramekins. Right, folks, we have dished up, but we just want to show you these potatoes. Let's have... Can you hear that? And if you break them open, look at that inside,
Fluffy,
Sharon.
Lovely and fluffy.
Look at them, look.
Oh,
they are absolutely superb. And don't forget, they've got all that seasoning on. Look at the hard, crispy bits on the edge, Sharon. Someone said that their potatoes, they were cooked on the outside, but not on the inside. But just break that other one open, just to make sure. Oh, look. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, folks.
Put them on my plate now.
Of course they will.
Honestly, people.
There's baby Frank's. And coming over here, folks, that's the 3 plates that we've done today. So we're just going to drizzle on, baby, that gravy. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that. And don't forget all the bits in that gravy as well, folks. Fantastic. And over, that's my one, that one, folks. Look at that, look. All over the meat shell, over the potatoes. Oh, you've gone over the edge. Look, you're dribbling around the edge. And there's one for Charlotte as well. Doesn't that look fantastic? And don't forget, folks, the pièce de résistance.
Watch the size he's going to take now.
No, baby, I'm not greedy, but I just want to hear this. Look. Oh, Sharon, that was the same soggy stuff we saw in that the slow cooker earlier on, folks. Oh, it's fantastic. Let's have a little go. Oh, Sharon. Oh, that's super. Oh, baby.
I did used to struggle with crackling before, but
I'll tell you what, folks. That's not table salt on there, that's that Himalayan pink salt. It's not as harsh as the table salt you get normally, that white stuff.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that
that's a little beauty, Faith. Baby.
I know.
Well, there we go, folks.
My favourite dinner, Sunday roast.
Sunday roast, mostly cooked in that little low wattage device there, which is the slow cooker. We've done it in the air fryer. We've used our little camping stove to cook the veg. And the only time this thing's been called into action is on low, 80 degrees centigrade, as a warming oven, until we brought it all together. So there you go, folks, Sunday roast time. We're going to go and sit down and thoroughly enjoy this now.
Oh, yes.
And we'll see you in the next video. But don't forget, check out our other videos as well. We've got loads of playlists there for air fryer recipes. Also general cooking stuff like this is, baby, isn't it?
Yeah. And
we've also got old vintage recipes. And don't forget to join us every Sunday at 8 PM in the evening, where we put out our vlog, where we... Oh, what's the matter, baby?
My glasses are filthy. You're all speckly.
Where we... show you what we get up to during the week when we're not doing these videos. And also there's a live chat box there, so you can talk to us live in that chat box.
And don't forget, something for free, subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny.
Lovely.
There's not a lot you get for free. Oh, that's even worse.
What have you done, babe? You smeared it with all that blatant grease, haven't you? Thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now. Come on, baby, get your dinner out.